Okay. All right. We're recording. Yay. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Betsey Bishop, and today is December 17th. I can't believe it. But you know what's really weird? Thanksgiving was so early this year that we've already been listening to Christmas music for almost 4 weeks now. It's like the Christmas season is going to go on for like 6 whole weeks or something. It's really weird. But I think I've heard every Christmas song that has ever been written over the last 4 weeks. And I'm not sure why that is, but everywhere I go, I've had the Christmas music on. So for our Touchstone crystal business, this is a very interesting time of year because consultants, hostesses, customers all take a mental holiday. Starting right about now, pretty soon, Alicia's like, yep, I know. Starting right about now, and sometimes it can last well into January, toward the end of January, before people come back down to earth again. But we still have a business to run. We still want to have income. And so what I want to talk about is the obstacles and the opportunities. We want to do this with every single month of our business. What are the obstacles and what are the opportunities in any month? So think about it. Parties in January, there are obstacles to that. It could be weather, depending on where you live. It could be perception. The hostesses say to themselves, oh, nobody will want to book a party with me for January, or nobody will want to come to my party in January because we've got, kids still out of school for part of the month, and then we've got, the holiday weekend, and then people go skiing, or, they're broke. They already spent all their money at Christmas. And so they are some of the obstacles that we deal with. But the opportunities are just as important. And the opportunities are things like sort of mercenary ones, like women didn't get what they wanted for Christmas. So they're going to come to a jewelry party to get what they really want. More practical ones are sometimes sometimes January is downright depressing. And if they know they have something fun to go to with their girlfriends, they're going to do it. Another one is a lot of women get money as a Christmas gift. When we get older, our parents don't quite know what to give us. And so we end up with a little bit of cash in our hands, which is kind of fun. If we know that we have a jewelry party to go to sometime in January, we might save it for that jewelry party. It might be that they have money from returns. Maybe something had to go back and now they've got cash in their hand from that. And there's that jewelry party that they've been invited to. And last but not least, people just really need each other in the month of January. Some of the holiday doldrums, or they're tired of seeing their family all the time. Now they just want to hang with their girlfriends for a glass of wine. So there's the opportunity side. So we want to, when we go to book a January party, we want to go with the opportunities front and center. And we want to say something like, hey, Susan, I know most people think that everybody's broke in January and nobody would ever want to come to a jewelry party, but I'm here to tell you that January hostesses are always really glad that they did a party because they get extra special host rewards, and it's the brand new spring catalog. Not only that, their friends are all depressed and bored and they want to come over for something fun. So you keep it kind of light and fun and pithy, and share what that you think the perception is, but what the actual reality is if we choose to look at it that way. And so we work to get our parties for January. And so let's say today's the 17th of December and I just booked a party for January 20th. And if I ignore that hostess and I think, oh, it's going to be fine, she'll do her party on January 20th, that's a whole month away. That's like almost 5 weeks away. Why would I bother to fiddle with it now? Well, the next thing we know, by the time we get her attention again, it may be January 7th or something. And now she's thinking, oh, I'm supposed to have that jewelry party on the 20th. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. It's only 13 days away and everybody's broke. Now she's thinking everybody's broke. And I don't know who I would invite that isn't broke. So I'm just going to cancel. It's okay. Betsey won't mind. I'll just cancel. Contrast that with, I booked the party on the 17th, which by the way, I did just book a party. I booked a party yesterday. I booked a party today because I'm like, I'm on it. I'm determined to have my calendar lined up. So what we're doing is putting the parties into Glam Central. I immediately send her the shopping link. I immediately have set them up on Facebook with a Facebook event, private Facebook event, so that I can start adding pictures, especially when the new line comes out on Thursday. I can add the new link to the catalog. I can add the new photographs that we're going to be getting, the social media photographs. And so that these ladies, even though the party's not till the 20th, they can start ordering jewelry on the party link right then and there, long before the party ever happens. So think about it. Let's say she gets 2 or 3 orders between Christmas and New Year. She's not going to cancel that party on the 20th. People have already been invited. They've already shopped. Some of them have already said, yes, they're coming. That party is not going to cancel, right? So what are some of the other functional things that we can do? Well, the new catalog will be introduced to us on the 20th. We want to make sure we send her the link to the catalog in addition to the link to her party, so that she has both to share with people. Then on the 20th, be sure you put in an order for a stack of catalogs, because that's super helpful. And then that way, as soon as they arrive, like on the 23rd or 24th, you will be able to make a cute little hostess packet. And on the 26th, 27th, send or drop off a cute little host packet with a couple of those new catalogs, with a thing on the front that says, what's on your wish list? And get her to jot down 5 or 7 things that are on her wish list. What does she really want from her party? And then you start talking about those things that she wants on that Facebook event, so that her friends are cluing in, oh, on page 57, the new blah, 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 all around necklace is her favorite. And now her friends know that that's her favorite, because now you've got a picture of it. So it's a more proactive and it's a more prolonged host coaching process and publicity process than it normally is. But what happens is it keeps people clued in, and it keeps the hostess tied in to the end result of this thing, so that she won't cancel. A couple of thoughts. One, though, is that if you live in an area with bad weather, you might consider keeping one night open toward the end of the month. That's your snow day. So you can tell your hostess, all of your hostesses, I've got one night open as a snow date available. So whoever gets the first snow night and we have to move her party to the snow date, it's there. But the other thing that you can do if you have bad weather is turn it into a live party. You can do it on Zoom. You can actually just do it on Zoom. So let's say a couple of her neighbors walk over to her house, and a bunch of the others hop on, and you're showing the jewelry, and you're doing your party presentation on behalf of your hostess, and your hostess is right there waving at everybody, right? And you're constantly, posting the link so they can grab it, so they can shop. And you just do a quick 30-minute party on Zoom in the middle of the snowstorm. That's okay. It's better than nothing, right? Because you can't do anything about the weather, assuming you have power. And hopefully you do. You won't have any of those crazy blizzards. Then, you can pull it off just using Zoom if you have to, or flip it to a snow date. The last thing I want you to know, though, is you will have people, and you will want to find people who want parties really close in. And I'm telling you, this will happen even on January 22nd, January 23rd. You can still be offering January parties. And the reason I'm talking about the January parties is twofold. One is that the host reward is going to be amazing. And the second is that every party you do in January and you book parties from it, it multiplies into your February and your March. And again, we're trying to have consistent income for everyone, right? That's the goal, is consistent income and consistent growth in your business. And so the more you can squeeze into January, the better your February and March are going to look. So January 23rd, 24th, you can still say, hey, I have a date open on the 29th. Do you want it? 5 days, plenty of time to book a party. I can get you all these extra host rewards. No problem. I'll help you right now. We'll make a guest list. I'll create it in Glam Central, and I'll flip you the link. All you have to do is send it to 25 of your friends. Let's just do it right now. It's simple. And you'll have a party in 5 days, ready to go. It could be $1,000 party. I've done $1,000 parties in 5 days. You can do this in the last couple of days of January even. So even if you don't get all the parties you want before Christmas, but I want to encourage you to work really hard at it to get dates and to get those parties lined up and in the system and invited already. But you can still be booking parties in the middle of the month and on the 20th and on the 23rd to round out your month. Julie, what was your question? Did you raise your hand?
I did.
Thank you. That was lovely.
I was an education major. So when do we find out exactly what the host rewards are for January? I kind of did use that as, I didn't say what I think it might be, but I just kept saying to people this weekend, there's something special coming in January. I'm not allowed to say what it is, kind of, oh, I know what it is. I just can't tell you.
Can't tell you.
Right. But when do we find out?
Thursday.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, Thursday afternoon. So a point of clarification too, I'm so glad you brought that up. Wednesday night is our deadline for closing parties that we want to count toward that first set of sales incentives from the 1st to the 19th.
Okay.
So we have the $1,000 level, $2,000, $3,000, and $4,000 levels, right? But that doesn't end the month. What we get paid on is the totality of the month. This is just for the initial sales incentives and to give a cutoff time for Christmas delivery. So this is typically how we do it in December. So we usually have a cutoff around the 18th or 19th, end scene, introduce the spring line with some new incentives. And you're going to see a couple layers of things. You'll see host incentives that will probably start on the 20th, running all the way through the end of January. You'll see a new sales incentive. You might see something special in January just for some early January parties. So the company is armed with some really fun things on Thursday. So keep an eye out. There will be, there's a leader call Thursday at 1. And I think right after that, you'll be seeing an email from the company. And on our team page, Jacqueline and Liz Friedman, Jacqueline Strominger and Liz Friedman are going to go live and start talking about all the incentives and everything that's just happened and how to make the most of it. Even though they can't really get Christmas delivery, there's an awful lot. There'll be an awful lot that you could be able to focus on the 20th. My daughter is having surgery that day, so I'm taking myself totally out of the picture that day, and I'm having them take over for me and to be me on that particular day. So it's going to be a really great day for Touchstone Crystal. This spring line, all the pieces that I've seen so far are gorgeous. So it'll be a lot of fun. Be thinking about who do you want to send the link to on the 20th? Make a list of 10 people right now that you want to send the link to, because think about it. What will still be in play is that glam cash back. So if some of your friends who are going, maybe I'll do Touchstone Crystal, and they see this new line and they go, I could actually earn all my kit price back in January. They sign up by the 31st of December, then they have all of January to do basically a launch and 4 more parties will get them $3,000 in sales. Get them all the way through level 1, 2, and 3 of the glam plan and get their whole kit paid for. Plus earn $900, in income too. So pay off Christmas. They could pay for their Christmas that way. So consider the idea of put Touchstone Crystal, the starter kit, under your Christmas tree. Here's the new spring collection. Why not make this your side gig? So there's an awful lot that you can do with a new product introduction, a new catalog introduction on the 20th. Does that help, Julie? And did you raise your hand again? Okay. Okay. Any other questions about all of that? Any other ideas too? Anything? Okay. Well, it's going to be a ton of fun. It's always so much fun to introduce a new catalog. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see what your favorites are. Be sure to look for this piece called the All Around, I think it's called All Around Necklace. And it's different from anything that we've ever had. It just is a 15 to 18 inch, and it has crystals that go like this, and it's all different colors. It looks like confetti. It is absolutely beautiful. I think it's probably my favorite piece ever in 10 years. It's called All Around. So I had it in this starter, this kit that the company sent, and of new pieces. And I was wearing it yesterday for my sample sale. And my assistant, Jackie, was with me. And as soon as she saw the necklace, she about fell over and said, that is my favorite piece ever now. And get on my neck. So I thought, you know, she really likes this one better than any she's ever had. So when she was leaving late yesterday after we were all done with sample sale, I took it off my neck, put it in a box, gave it to her for Christmas. So I'm like, I don't have my favorite necklace, but she's got it on her neck now. So I can't otherwise I would show it to you, but I don't have it. Jackie has it. She has the only one that anybody's wearing right now. I said, no pictures. You can't take any pictures with it until Thursday. So anyway, I don't think anybody took a picture of me yesterday. Anyway, well, ladies, I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for spending the time on this call. I hope it was helpful and gave you some ideas. You can have everything you want on the other side of fear, so go for it. Even if you feel afraid to book a couple parties, do it anyway, because I promise you it's worth it. It really is. Everything you want in this business is all about booking the parties. All right, ladies, and happy birthday, December.
Happy birthday, December.
Yay. Go get them.
Okay.